Would you stand in line for cash? Now, I'm asking this question. I'm asking this question because right now there are some folks out there, some people who are making serious money doing just that. Now, whether it's snagging the latest sneaker drop, maybe they're holding a spot in an exclusive restaurant, or they're lining up for concert tickets, getting paid to stand in line has quietly become one of the hottest side hustles around. And for those of you out there who are looking for an easy way to earn some extra cash, or maybe you already got two or three side hustles going on and you want to add a third or a fourth, well, you know what? You might want to think about adding this one to your list, because when you take a serious look at it, you might find this side hustle is perfect for you. Hey, everybody, my name is Lou Reyes, and this is Side Hustle Rules, the channel where we talk about real ways that you can make extra money and potentially turn a side gig into a full-time business. Now, in today's video, I'm going to break down the line standing hustle, why it's booming, how much you can make, and how to get started. And if you want to hear about other new and creative ways to earn, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Come on! In major cities across the country, waiting in line, well, it's become part of the culture. Sometimes it's even a status symbol. You know, hours-long lines, they form outside restaurants or festivals or brand launches. I've even seen long lines forming outside stores. Now, as these lines grow, well, so does a need for professional line standers, because people with money, but no time, well, they're willing to pay somebody else to wait for them. Now, TaskRabbit, they report that bookings for line standing jobs increased by 18% in just 2 months last year. And some professional line standers, what we see, they're now charging a 2-hour minimum just to guarantee a shot at a reservation. Now, for those of us who are willing to wait, well, it's easy money. You're literally getting paid to stand around. So how much can you make as a line stander? Well, the average rate for a line stander is about $27 per hour, but some folks will charge $50 or more for a high demand event. Now, if you work weekends, you work peak times, well, your earnings can add up pretty quickly. Now, for those of you out there who are thinking bigger, you want to make it a larger business, well, you can scale this business. Some ambitious line standers, well, they turn it into a business by hiring other people who they pay to stand in line. If standing in line for cash, well, if it sounds like your kind of side hustle, well, here's how to do it right. Number one, pick the right gigs. You want events with a long line, limited availability, or exclusivity, because those offer the most opportunity and, of course, the most cash. You also want to use a booking platform. Now, TaskRabbit and freelancer.com, well, they both seem to be the best places, or among the best places, to get hired fast. You also want to work smart, not hard. Now, I'm going to suggest that you bring a folding stool, you bring some water or some other beverage. You also bring a playlist to pass the time. Another thing is know your clients. From busy professionals to sports fans, what you're going to find is there is a demand for line standing, and it comes from all kinds of folks. You also want to network while you wait. You want to turn those conversations, those inline conversations, into a potential client for a future gig. Where can you find line standing jobs? Well, I already mentioned TaskRabbit and I mentioned freelancer.com. As I said, I think these are among the best platforms to use. Certainly they're most popular, but you also want to reach out to event organizers, a concert venue, maybe some restaurants, to see if they need line standers. Now, another thing that I find is incredibly effective is word of mouth. Let people in your network know you offer this service, because I'll tell you this, you'd be surprised how many people actually need it. Now, let me give you my final thoughts. And this is coming from someone who has owned a chain of business-to-business magazines. I own a weekly newspaper, a couple national trade show companies. I could go on and on. I started almost a dozen other businesses. Started them all from scratch, by the way. So let me give you my final thoughts. What I'll say is an expert's final thoughts. Is line standing, is it going to make you rich? Well, probably not. But if you're somebody who's looking for an easy way, a flexible way to make money, it certainly is a fun and a legitimate way to get paid while doing something that almost anybody else can do. Now, if you play it smart, and I want to make sure I say this again, if you play it smart, if you're ambitious, well, you could turn this this side hustle, this gig, you could certainly turn it into a scalable business. Just think about it. Now, I do want to hear this though. Let me know. Would you ever get paid to stand in line? Let me know what you think. Make a comment in the comment section, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Also, if you are so inclined, found this video interesting, found it helpful, well then go ahead and subscribe to Side Hustle Rules, where I do share legitimate ways, real ways for you to make extra money, where you can turn a side gig, potentially turn a side gig into a full-time money-making business. Well, that's all I got for you today, my friends. Now, as I always say, have a great day, everybody.